today I'm going to give you a quick little run around on my car. It's basically your everyday average Subaru Impreza WRX Stage 2 upgrade. Nothing super fancy, but I just realized I've had this car and I haven't done a walk around on it yet. So start with the back. As you can tell, I've upgraded all the Subaru emblems on my car have been upgraded to these Darth Vader Subaru logos, and yes, I know my car is dirty. It's getting a full wax and detail this weekend. That's pretty much what I'm going to do with my entire Saturday. I've already bought a buffer and everything like that, so got the wax and all that good stuff, so she will be nice clean, fill in some of these swirl marks. The previous owner didn't really spend a lot of time waxing it or taking much care of it other than keeping it garage kept, which that's a bonus, but still. As you can see, I do have the NVIDIA turbo back exhaust with the catless downpipe, so she does get really freaking loud, which I love that Subaru rumble. How can you not? Not really sure what kind of rims these are. It came with the car. The paint that they had done on it was already starting to kind of fade and stuff, so it kind of had a goldish paint, which is typical for a Subaru. Subaru looks really good with gold rims, but I wanted to change it up. So I added the WRX logos and repainted my calipers, and I also painted the rims to match the calipers, which I think it looks pretty damn good. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yep, as I told you, it's kind of dirty. I did add the WRX logos to both sides, since the new ones do have a WRX logo. I just got the vinyl stickers and put a clear coat over top of them so they don't come off when I wax them. WRX logos on the front calipers as well. Yes, my calipers and my rotors are a little rusty right now because it did rain today pretty damn heavily, so that's why they're like that. Front view, I've got the hood pop, so I can look under there. A little bit of damage on the front end. It's like that when I bought it. The clip is broken on the front side. I just need to get a couple of zip ties and tie it in, because eventually this whole bumper is going away. And then I'll get the lip to go up underneath, which makes it look a lot more aggressive. And of course I'll do the COBB front plate delete on the front, or Mishimoto, or whatever I feel like doing. I don't know yet. The WRX logo in front of the air scoop, and of course on the other side to match. Same thing. Nothing fancy. Go ahead and look in the engine bay here. Do this with one hand, guys. So as you can tell, got the standard Stage 2 upgrade. Larger intercooler by JDM Sport, which I'm honestly rather surprised with. I've had my car heating up for about 20 minutes now. It's about 91 degrees outside, and as you can tell, I'm touching my intercooler and it's not affecting me at all. So it stays pretty cool externally. Internally, keeps the engine cooler with more air coverage. I did remove the air splitter simply because only about this much of my intercooler was getting air on it, thanks to that massive intercooler they put stock with the 06 and 07 WRXs. Thank you, Subaru. You guys are awesome for that. Little dinky squirrel bait piece of shit with plastic tops. Yeah, that's not really cool. I don't know why this year model got the smallest intercooler of them all, but yeah, that was a must upgrade. So we'll be getting a custom air splitter so that it'll direct the air over the turbo as well as onto the fins. But because the intercooler is much bigger, I couldn't close the hood properly with the current air splitter. That's why I removed it. It wasn't just because. As you can tell, this core is freaking massive. I mean, it's like a 4.5 or 4 1/4 inch core. So it's a massive, massive, massive intercooler. Fairly closely spaced together fins, which will give you more surface cooling, which is really what you want to look for in an intercooler. You don't want big old wide fins, even if it's a massive intercooler, but you have big old wide fins on it. It's not really doing a whole lot, because ultimately the amount of surface area you got there is what your coil represents. So the more tighter wound the coil is, obviously without being completely sandwiched, the more tighter run your coil is, like on a Mishimoto, the better cooling effect you're going to get when the air rushes through the thing. That's the idea anyway. Bypass valve would be the next thing to go. Plan on getting like a go fast bits or something like that. As you can tell, I've got the stock, the COBB SF intake with the air box to help keep the heat off of the foam filter. I did keep the snorkel simply because it draws air right off the front of the engine, and you don't have hot air just sitting in there being sucked into the engine, so you're actually getting that cold air from the front of the engine sucked down through the snorkel and wraps back up, and it has an outlet that lets into that box there. So I did keep that. It just seemed more logical to me to do it that way. So yeah, see, Mishimoto upgraded aluminum intercooler. I've upgraded all my coolant lines with Mishimoto. I've upgraded the COBB hose with this parent hose, which is a little bit thicker, a little bit better in my opinion. I wouldn't really say it's worth the money, but it is what it is. I did have both parent radiator hoses. However, my fans decided to chew a hole through my top radiator hose, so it got replaced with a standard hose because I'm not spending another $70 on another hose. And this one does the job just fine for the horsepower I've got. So, let's see what else. Subaru Blue coolant, Subaru battery, running NGKs in it right now. I am upgrading to the NGK Iridium 9s. Let's see, obviously I only run one oil in my car, and that is AMSOIL. So ever since I got introduced to AMSOIL several years ago, the amount of difference it makes in your engine temperature while both running hard and just regular running is so massive that we're talking anywhere between 10 degrees on running wide open throttle to almost 20 degrees while you're running normal, cooler on your engine temperatures. It's pretty impressive to me. It might not sound like a big deal to some of you guys, but guys that actually race their cars, you know what I'm talking about. That's a massive difference. So naturally, the cooler you can keep your engine, the better, the less wear, all that stuff. So that was definitely a must for me. AMSOIL automatically went in this car as soon as I bought it. And I'm also running BG-MOA, which does void my AMSOIL warranty for the engine, but I've got extra warranties on the engine, plus BG will cover it as well. So, you know, what AMSOIL won't cover, BG and my extended warranty will cover. I do have the Lava Rock titanium turbo diaper. It's a brand new replaced TD04. I got it for like $150. The other one shelled out on me literally 2 weeks after I bought the car. So wastegate actuator stopped working and the turbo shelled out. So not too happy with that, but I did buy another TD04 and replaced it with it. It was brand spanking new. So far, no issues. Not a big fan of the TD04. It does spool fast, and you can pump about 17 to 18 pounds of boost out of it without blowing the damn thing up. So I mean, that part's nice, but it's still not the best of turbos, and it's not a ball bearing turbo, which eventually is what this will go to, is a ball bearing turbo. Not sure which one yet. Either that or I'll just rebuild the housing on this to make it a 19T conversion. But yeah, running the COBB 3-port boost control solenoid, which does make a massive difference with the catless downpipe on a COBB Stage 2 tune, because COBB does that tune based on having a catted downpipe, usually Turbo XS or the COBB downpipe itself, which I don't have. So to make up for that, I did order their COBB 3-port boost control solenoid, and it has made a world of difference with the EBCS upgrade on the Stage 2 map, which I'm currently running Stage 291 with the EBCS top tune. So quite a bit of difference between stock and that. Even if you don't do everything that I've done, if you do the standard Stage 2 upgrade, there's quite a bit of difference. It just wakes the car up. Let's see on the inside. Let's see here. We've got my 3-tower gauges. I have them set at purple right now because it just looks fucking wicked. I've got the engine temperature control, or I'm sorry, the engine temperature gauge here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Kinda. Getting the old Windows 95 computer screen roll thing. There we go. There she goes. Okay. So this is my temperature that I typically run at, which, as you can see, is about 190 degrees. It doesn't really climb it with regular driving. Normally you sit at about 200 to 210, 205, somewhere around in that range. That's what I was sitting at with the focus. There we go. That's what I was getting it at with the Mobile One that was in it. Now I have noticed that the temperature has dropped. The highest I've actually ever seen this, even running at wide open throttle, has been about 208 to 210 range. I mean, it's been just shy of the middle mark between that 200 and 220 mark there. So yeah, it runs way cooler with AMSOIL in it, just the way it is. Obviously, I'm not sitting at 20 on my air-fuel ratio. It's just, I have to get the O2 bung sensor to go with that to make that work properly. I've already got the wires ran for it and everything. I just got to connect it to the sensor, which I haven't purchased yet. And then, of course, I've got the boost control, or sorry, the boost gauge, which is sitting in negative HG right now, which this PSI above 0 and HG below 0. So it's not negative 20 pounds. They don't measure the negative in pounds. Only the positive is measured in pounds. So if you're like, oh, your shit's sitting at negative 21 PSI, it's not, okay? There's the boost gauge right there on the COBB. It's sitting at negative 9. So, and there's my actual air-fuel ratio. So now these are narrowband. Obviously, this is narrowband. The one on the COBB's narrowband, but I just have it up there. I do have check engine light because I have deleted the rear O2 sensors. I've done a few other things that the COBB Stage 2 doesn't make up for, so it kicks on the check engine light, but it's nothing that's actually affecting the vehicle. It's mainly for emissions that it's kicked on. So we don't have emissions laws here in Oklahoma, so I don't really have to worry about that shit. 196,000 miles on the car, still runs like a friggin' top, dude. Painted the internal console. I've got my Momo shifter here, my Momo shift knob. I do have the Cartboy short throw shifter. I have replaced the front and rear bushings on the shifter, so the shifter bushings have been replaced, as well as the shifter itself and the shift knob. So all that's been done. I have also done the control arm bushings and links, replaced those front and rear with Cartboys as well. So notice the massive difference in that. Now I've actually got to replace the bushings for the control arms themselves, so, or not the control arms themselves, the sway bars. So replacing those this weekend, as well as giving it a good wax over and clean. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Cheap ass Alpine touchscreen deck. Nothing fancy. So no sunroof. It's not a limited. This is a TR, which is a tuner ready model. So I get the cloth seats, no WRX in the headrest or anything like that. So I mean, she's the one that you get if you want the WRX motor, but you don't want to pay for the interior package. It's like the 1SS of my Camaro that I used to have. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry I ran this video long as fuck. I'm gonna do a couple of rev ups for you so you can hear how loud this shit is, and yeah, then we'll cut this video off and call it a day. So here she goes. Gotta love that Subaru rumble. Fucking backfire is sexy too. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later.